What'd you think of the trip?
Well, it was a great trip, great experience for our guys. You play in those tournaments for a couple different reasons. One, to play high-level competition on neutral sites. I thought we did that. But also to give our guys an experience of a lifetime. Going to Jamaica, being together for those 5 days was great for the team. I thought we played well. We did a lot of good things. Disappointed that we didn't come out with a win on Sunday, but a lot to build on.
Yetna had a good trip over there. What do you think of his performance and how he's coming along?
Well, to get 17 rebounds against Georgetown in your fourth college game is pretty impressive. Every day he's just getting a little bit better, a little more comfortable offensively. He's done a good job on the defensive end. And as I said all last year when he was sitting out, he's a great energy guy. He's been our best rebounder in practice, and he's been our best rebounder in games. He's one of those guys that, as he gets more and more comfortable and more experience, he's going to be able to impact the game in some other ways as well, and we're looking forward to that progress.
How is your team coming together cohesively?
It's a challenge. It really is when you have so many new guys, so many guys in different roles, playing at a different level or having a more impactful role. That connection is our biggest challenge. And you see, when we have it on the court, we're just not as consistent as we need to be in that. Not for lack of trying or not for lack of, we have really good guys. We have unselfish guys. We move the ball and share the ball really well. But it's a little bit of everything. A defensive coverage here, offensive execution there. But the one thing we do is we compete and we play really hard. And so that makes up for some of those mistakes. And when you play a high-level team like a Georgetown, those mistakes get magnified a little bit. So as I said, I'm disappointed, but I'm very, very encouraged right now.
That would be the best challenge yet, I guess, to see where you are, a measuring stick before you get into your conference schedule. When
you look at it, to play at that level of team that just went on the road and won at Illinois, to play it and compete as well as we did. I said one of the big challenges for us as a program, especially in these infant stages of our development, is can we compete against teams that have 4- and 5-star players, multiple 4- and 5-star players? Well, I think we proved that on Sunday. But now we got to get to a point where we become, as you said, cohesive and connected. We're able to finish the job, and that's the next step. And that doesn't just happen overnight. That takes time, that takes more practice. And to be honest with you, one of the biggest things, that takes being there and knowing that you belong there. And I think our guys have great confidence, but at the same time, a lot of newness for all of them. But I thought we responded pretty well. And again, as disappointed as I am, our guys are more disappointed. They really are, which is good. We have a competitive group that I think will be ready to bounce back and continue to play well. We keep telling our guys every day, we just got to keep getting better. And I think that's something our guys have really grasped onto.
What have you liked so far from David Collins this year?
Well, I thought you saw a much fresher David Collins out in Jamaica. The back injury kind of slowed him down. He didn't have the burst that he had at times last year. Maybe not as aggressive offensively, but I like the fact that he was looking to make plays, either create them for someone else or make them himself. And he's getting a good feel for some of our offensive stuff and where the shot shows. So his aggressiveness out in Jamaica really was a huge benefit for us, and we need him to continue that.
Coach, is the free throw shooting keeping you up at night?
I mean, we talk about getting to the free throw line a lot. We want to be an aggressive offensive team that gets to the free throw line, and we have. It's just something that we need to keep working on. You know what I mean? And I've had, last year's team was a really good free throw shooting team, okay? I've had teams that have been good and teams that haven't been good. We got to step up to the line with confidence. We got good shooters, so we need to step up there with the confidence that we're going to put those in, and we need to get more reps outside of practice and so forth, which I think our guys will do.
How's Antun? He had a bandage on his nose.
Antun did break his nose, so we're waiting to see where he will be at for the games this week. When he does play, he's going to have to wear one of those facial masks. But he's a tough kid, and I think he understands how important he is to this team. The foul trouble in the Georgetown game, and maybe even more important than that, not having Antun during those last 10 minutes was critical for us. And I think he feels that. And so whenever he's ready to go, whenever the doctors clear him, he'll be ready.
Looking ahead to FAMU, you got a chance to see them up close in Jamaica. They've got a pretty good shooter in Ravenel. What are your thoughts about their lack of size and how you're going to have to defend them?
Well, it was interesting. Their starting center wasn't able to make the trip to Jamaica because of some passport visa issues. So they do have a big inside, 6'9", 250 pounds. You know, so one of the things when you play teams that have dynamic guards like Ravenel, like Reeves, like Anderson, we have to play our defense. And one of the things that we're getting better at is we need to be really disciplined to our system and style. Who we play, where we play, there's some consistency that it doesn't matter whatever the event is. We need to play our defense. And so we have to do a great job of guarding the dribble, guarding the ball screen, guarding the three, and controlling the defensive glass. If we do that, then we're in good shape because that kind of ignites our offense. All good?
Thank you.
Nicely.